all the inks I got from Rumi, actually. My inks! We're just gonna now get into the video of me swatching my inks. So this is everything for the video that we are doing now. Disclaimer, there's a reason why I have two different things for this. One, this one stays at home with me. This is my collection of all of my currently all my inks slash two inks, like testing wise, that I probably would want to get in just to test it, I guess you can say. So I think this will be nice. But two, I was debating I should just take it with me on the go in a way. But two, it's like I got this. I had the bright idea like, oh, why not I just use the cards and put them in here of things to see what I currently have. And I think I will take a photo and figure out like ones I do want. Eventually I'll buy them and put them in the bottle, you know? So I know these are the ones for sure I have at home. That's why this is here. You see my vision here? Even with my ink samples, I'll put them in my journal anyways. This is a Hobonichi blank one. Oh, look at me already planning ahead. Brisket Designs little sticker, drum goals, but yeah. I plan to use this because it's Hobonichi paper and it works really well with ink since I mainly use a Hobonichi, so I think someone had ring the doorbell. But yes, I mainly use Hobonichi paper anyways on the daily, so I think it'd be nice to just swatch all of my inks and stuff in here. So yeah. This one's Emmy's from Nookens. This is Emmy. So these where these stickers are from. Atelier Joe, these ones. Coffee Monster Co. And then this one I got from someone on Etsy, so yeah. And then my washi tape that I got at Daiso. So yeah, let's get to it. I think I first want to do my inks I own, like bottle wise, because I only have 3. I don't have a lot. I also have an ink cartridge. I'll probably swap those two because I think I am going to get a bottle, but I think it's nice still to see what I have since I have a lot of the brown ink cartridge in here. So I think it's so nice to swatch that too because I have hella, actually. Let me show y'all. I'm not joking. I have these ones from Diamine fountain ink cartridge in the color Espresso. It's a really nice dark brown. I really like it a lot. I may buy even a bottle whenever I get through these cartridges because I have 20 of them and I'm gonna give one actually to my friend, but I will have like 18 now. It's a lot, so it's like down the line I'll get a bottle, but for now I guess the ink cartridges will do. You know, you do what you can. But let's get into it. Let's go ahead. It's a lot. This may be a lengthy video as I do yap a lot, and I'll swap over to a voiceover so you guys can have more of a better understanding of my thought process and everything. So let's just get to it. It's a lot. Hi, editing stuff. Okay, let's just get into it. I got these swatch cards. They were the brand Waringle, and I got these from Drongles, and as well too, here's my traveler's inserts of my inspiration of doing this. I seen people actually do this before, and I didn't remember whether or not these swatch cards would fit in there. I've seen people use different swatch cards, and thankfully these fit, kind of. As you can see, I was kind of struggling, but I can make do with it. You know, it'll stick out a little bit, it won't bother me too much, and I think it's still cute. And then here we're going to swatch my Dominant Industry ink that I got actually at the little craft place here in Houston. It is the Pearl series and it is called Snowfield. She was so pretty. I fell in love with it when I was out and about with Casper, and as you can see here, I was struggling because I've never done this before. I also got this glass dip pen. I believe she was also wearing gold. I got at Drungles. So yes, shout out to the little craft place and Drungles for also having a bunch of the stuff that I'm using within this video. I just love stationery shopping there. They have such a good variety. As well here too in Austin, they do have Paper Craft and Pantry, which is my home location, kind of in a way. I love visiting it. There's not a lot of stationery stores here, sadly, but that one is the main one I go to a lot, at least, to get some stuff. But if not, I always definitely go in Houston, to say the least. This is such a beautiful shimmer ink. I fell in love with it because I was like, I want something blue, I want something shiny. This was my first ink bottle I purchased. I don't know what was wrong with me. I don't know why I wanted a shimmer one, but I wanted it, and I put in my Twisby Eco, which I did have a medium nib, but I didn't like it, and I went ahead with recommendations, of course, of everyone saying I should just get a different nib. So I was like, okay, yes, I agree, because like I love my Twisby Eco and I don't want her to get her clogged. So yeah, I think it was just cute to use this instead of like in a glass dip pen like you can see me using. I will definitely use my shimmer ink for that instead, for the meantime, at least, for sure. Until I get a stub nib, I believe is what they called it. Correct me if I'm wrong, can't remember right now off the top of my head. And then here is my Diamine Industries, I believe is what it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't write the whole name. I just put Diamine cartridge and the color espresso. I was having very difficulty. I was debating whether or not I should just taken out the cartridge and like put my syringe in there, a safety syringe that we all know and use for inks. If you know, you know. You know, just did straight with the pen. I don't know where I regretted it, but you know what? It's fine. At least I'm using the cartridge because I am trying to burn through that cartridge and swap it out with an ink sample so I can use the empty cartridge to fill it up. So, yeah. And I don't know whether or not this was a smart idea of having my swatch cards underneath a plastic sheet, because I was like, if it spills, it's gonna go everywhere on that little plastic sheet, but no worries. It was fine. Somehow I still did it. And these swatch cards, I wanted to put the date of when I swatched all of these, just so a little memory, you know, and just to use the ink, to be honest. Here's my Ferris Wheel Press Hampton Harbor Sage. When I tell you I was on the hunt for this ink, I know Ferris Wheel Press has a controversy right now or something happening. I don't remember exactly what it was. So someone let me know in the comments down below. I was looking for this one. I actually got it off of eBay. I saw someone swatch this beautiful green mossy color, like a sage green. It was stunning, and I was like, I actually need this. I will use this green. And even my friend was like, this is like the perfect sage green. And I was like, yes. Found on eBay, and thankfully they gave me fast shipping. I did realize that after I did the swatch, I was like, I did it with the nib instead of the end of the glass nib, and I don't know why I didn't notice it before. I think I was just in the zone, like out of zone, blinking out, dissociating basically. But other than that, I really am obsessed with this color. I cannot wait to put it in one of my Quavecos. I think it was my second fountain pen, the green one. Eventually I want to do like a collection of my fountain pens. It'll be a quick, easy one and talking about it for memory wise. So y'all let me know. That can be a future video. Here I decided, you know what, since I messed up, let me add a bit more to the top for the darker color of it. And not gonna lie, when it dried, you guys will see the final results, and I was like, I don't know how to feel about this, but it's okay. It's totally fine, guys. Here is another Ferris Wheel Press. I actually got this one in Dallas at Kinokuniya. It is called Dusk and Bloom. I fell in love with it. Like literally the bottle is giving hydrangea, and like just the color of it is so freaking pretty. Like I'm obsessed with it. I actually have this ink in one of my other fountain pens that I really love using. Like I really do freaking love this color. Like every time I write with it, I'm just like, yes, this is my favorite type of blue. I love the color, I love the packaging, and I love the way it dries in my Hobonichi journal, to say the least. Even though on the swatch cards I feel like they dry definitely darker. Definitely darker. I think too because of the paper or the cardstock of it, actually, of it soaking in. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm gonna say this a lot, but I don't know, it's just dry differently. And it could be because of how much ink I'm putting on it compared to when I'm using it in a fountain pen. Since I am using a glass dip pen, I'm still getting the hang of it. This is my first time technically using it. I used to use one way back when I was doing art, but I never got back to it. And so I'm learning with, obviously, writing in my journals. It's nice. I love when hobbies mesh into other hobbies, you know? Here is my Tono and Limes. It is called Ghost Flower. I fell in love, obviously, with the Tomo and Limes line themselves when they brought it into the little craft place here in Houston. and I was like trying to figure out which ink I wanted. So I looked up on TikTok some, you know, colors, and I was kind of looking for a Payne's Gray at the time. I love Payne's Gray. When you paint, it's like the perfect bluish gray, moody. It is so freaking pretty. I love it so much. I love using that with my watercolors when it dries. It's so nice. It was my exception a lot last year, I think, or 2 years ago. But when I found this one, I was like, this definitely gives off Payne's Gray. I love it a lot. I use it a lot in my TWSBI Eco, actually, and I'm almost halfway done with that M1. Actually, my fountain pen's kind of crazy. I just been writing with it. I just love the color, and two, it's a nice shift in it being like a saturated or light color. It's just perfect for me. I fell in love with it, and I'm so glad I got this ghost flower one. Like, what do you mean? I'm obsessed with it. But yeah, I'm definitely trying to get bottles that are like my colorway that I would use a lot. So I'm very picky with my inks, hence why I have this journal going on to see what colors I already have, and two, ink samples too, to see, do I really want to purchase this or just keep it as an ink sample and maybe repurchase as an ink sample if need be, if I can't get my hands on it, because I did buy them. My lovely friend Rumi, shout out to Rumi if you're watching this, it means a lot. But here I am, waiting for actually my swatch cards to dry, and I went ahead in my Hobonichi little swatch journal blank, and thankfully, like I mentioned, I was prepared with the little sticky notes. Shout out to my past self, seriously, you're a real one. I went ahead and did the, I can't say it, the J. Herbin clear. Apparently, I think this is a fine nib, right? I feel like it's a fine or a medium, because that's kind of mainly what I lean towards, and I don't remember which size I had asked recommended to me. I think it is a fine though. Iridium point, I feel like it's a fine point actually. And I went ahead and inked it up with the Diamine espresso color, the ink cartridge, because I was like, yes, why not? I spent money on the cartridge, might as well use it. And then here's my Queveco Sports Mellow Blue Collector's Edition. I love her so much. She's my prized possession. I think she was my third fountain pen. Like I mentioned, I will do a fountain pen tour in the future if you guys want me to, but I love her a lot. I also got this in Houston. You know, for me mentioning Houston a lot, you would think I would be living in Houston. Sadly, I do not. But yeah, Houston is definitely the go-to place for me with stationery, sadly, just because here in Austin we don't have too much. Dallas is starting to kind of have a lot, but Houston is like the go-to, obviously, for stationery for me. But yeah, I went ahead and used the Dusk and Bloom, like I mentioned, my favorite friggin' fountain, like, pen ink. Like, look at how it dries on the Hobonichi paper. It dries so much more lighter, and it's just the perfect blue for me. I love this type of, like, dusty blue, pastel blue. Like, this is my favorite type of shade of blue, actually. I love the baby blue. That's, like, my favorite color. Baby blues, light blues, pastel blues, like, give me. Sometimes too I do like the bright blue like you would see on a flower sometimes. It just, I'm very open-minded to different blues. I love blue. Blue is my favorite color. If you don't know, as you can see from me wearing blue a lot too on my Instagram. But anyways, yes, I was kind of debating on whether or not I should have done the end of my, or the tip of my glass nib to do the swatches of, like, I guess the light to dark aspect shading wise, but I just went ahead and did it with the fountain pen nibs themselves. I probably shouldn't have, but it's my journal. It's okay. I'm using the inks, like I said, they're my babies. I paid for them. I love my fountain pens. I really love journaling and stationery, as you can see. And here is my TWSBI Eco Clear in the fine nib. I went ahead and inked it, like I mentioned, with the Ghost Flower from Tono and Limes. Like I mentioned before, I really love this color so much. I'm obsessed with it, and I can't believe I'm already like halfway through it now from when I filmed this video, which wasn't too long ago, but I just use it a lot rather than using just like a black pen. I just love the way it dries too on the Hobonichi paper. It dries lighter, I feel like, into a bit more of that purplish, I feel like. It's kind of hard to see right now with me seeing it IRL and it dried up. But I love it so much. here at the end, I went ahead and used the end of my glass dip pen to go ahead and swatch all the colors together to see what I have going on, and obviously to see the shading and everything of how it would look. I've seen a bunch of people do this on TikTok, YouTube, etc., wherever media there is, usually for stationery. And yeah, I thought it was really cute. I also love how they all look together of the colors, and you can definitely see that blue is, or those type of blues are my favorites. And then of course the brown, like I said, I regretted not taking some of the ink out, and I could have just glass nib it with the end of my dip pen, but you win some, you lose some stuff. It's okay, guys, don't judge me. Don't judge me, it's my first time. I am just a girl. This is my first life. And here now are the swatches all dried up, and when I flip it, you can see that the Tomo in lines has a weird yellowish that went through. Good thing I'm not going to put like a bunch of color in my Hobonichi, because that would be awkward. But they do look really nice. The sheen, there's not really that much. They are, I feel like, too kind of pigmented like that, especially the Ghost Flower compared to the Ferris Wheel Press and the J Herbon. It's definitely like I feel like it dried exactly the way I put it down, if that makes sense. And now here I'm finally going to do my ink swatch samples. Shout out to Rumi once again, and shout out to E for shipping it to me. Here is the Herbin Royale d'Amérique. I will write, you guys will obviously see it when I write it, because I cannot pronounce for shiz, as you can tell. But I really love this color. Actually, the way it's like wet right now looks so different compared to when it's drying in the Hobonichi paper, and I'm not mad about it. I actually probably would buy a bottle of this, like not like a full-size bottle, but like a bottle, because I really like the color. Like I said, I'm picky with my colors, and I kind of pick and choose from Rumi's swatch she had, and I kind of looked into it, like each ones that caught my attention, and I'm so glad I picked these ink samples. They are beautiful. Of course, too, I had to get Diamine Ox Blood, the iconic ox blood color everyone uses. And yeah, I got the sample because I was like, I don't know if I want to buy a bottle of it. You do, girl. You freaking do. Actually even used the ink sample and inked one of my fountain pens. I'm not going to talk about which one, but you'll find out eventually. But yes, I really like this color of the ox blood. I feel like too it has a little gold sheen to it at the corner, at least what it looks like on my journal of me looking at it right now currently next to me, although it could be just me. It looks like it has a little sheen on the outer edge. And then here is another J Herbin, L'Hermes de Cassius, however you want to pronounce it. This is such a beautiful, like I said, they look different when they're wet, especially the Herbin inks, but when it dried, I think I like it a bit more too. I don't know, I kind of like it more when it's wet. Like, you see how raspberry it looks so beautiful. But too, when it dried in my sketchbook, it still kind of gives the raspberry, but like less saturated. And I feel like I would have loved it more saturated like this when it's wet. It's so pretty. I don't know too if it's just because this is the end of the Hobonichi paper and maybe it dried differently. I don't know. Someone let me know if it's supposed to be like that, or if like there's a ink like this that dries like that. Because like I do love this color. It's so pretty. I would write it in Valentine's, month. I would write it in a letter to my friends even. And it's beautiful. I love it. Someone let me know, please. Thank you. Anyways, next up is a Sailor Sanyaso. This is one that Rumi said is a custom made one now, sadly. And I fell in love with this ink because of how purpley it is, and it has like a gold sheen into it. It's so stunning. I'm telling you guys, it is stunning. And look at how it looks like when it's wet. I fell in love with it, and I'm so sad. If anyone knows an ink like this one, let me know. I'm pretty sure there's probably a dupe of it somewhere. I was looking too at Drumgles, and there was like another, I think it was a Diamine one, kind of like this. I need to look into it again. But yes, someone let me know if you do have a recommendation dupe for this one, because it's so stunning. Like, what? I fell in love with it. I couldn't help it. And here's all the ink swatch cards dry, and as you can see, they look different dried. Like, they're way more darker than when I swatched them, which go figured, but I still love them nonetheless. Like, I did that. They're my babies. I paid money for these. I better freaking love these. And now I can see them on the go wherever I go, wherever my traveler's notebook comes with me, especially since I'll be making a trip next year, hopefully to New York City. Not once, but twice next year. I'm so excited. So these will be with me. I can't wait. I feel like such a nerd geeking out about inks, stationery, all that jazz. Like, and here I was trying to figure out how I wanted to organize my swatch cards. Like, do I want to do it by color? Did I wanted to do it by brand, etc.? So I just decided to do it by color with all my blues and then the together, and then obviously my darker colors. So yeah, I think eventually I will do just the colors themselves, like from light blue to dark blue, etc., kind of like a rainbow. I think I will definitely do that one day when I have more ink bottles, but that time is not anytime soon. I will be definitely trying to get more samples than bottles, to say the least. And I decided why not I use my Elliot Joe stickers, and as well too the Nook End stickers that I purchased to kind of jazz up the insert a little bit, since I'll be flipping through this wherever I go to. And eventually I'll maybe even add more cute stickers when I travel out and about. I think that would be cute. Hence why I didn't add too much stickers, just so I can add more in the future. I'm so excited. And then actually too, if you guys want to know what insert filler this is for the traveler's notebook, if you want to get one yourself or just nosy like I am as well, it is the insert 028, and it is the card file, 20 pages, and it has 60 pockets. Very helpful, very useful, very mindful. Look at me go. Hope you all enjoy it though as much as I did filming this video and yapping to you all, because we are coming close to the end. I want to shout out to a bunch of people within the media for doing this stuff. Like, shout out to y'all, whoever made it first of creating this thing in a way, because you're a genius. I don't remember who it was I first saw it from, because I know I kept seeing a bunch of people do this just with different ink swatch cards, because there's so many different ones out there, so many cool artists making them too. It's great. I love stationery. And then here's all my inks too in my Hobonichi blank journal, all dried up. They look beautiful. Like I mentioned, they do look different than when they were wet, and I don't mind it, to say the least, but they look so cute. Thank you again, Rumi E2, for shipping it out to me. It means a lot. I can't wait to eventually maybe get these in full bottles. Who knows? Only the future will know. But yes, everyone else, I hope you have a lovely holiday. I think this will probably go up tonight. If not, Happy New Year. Either or, okay? And I hope you all stay safe during these times, and to let me know about your favorite ink, your favorite fountain pen, anything. Let me know. I am nosy. Hope you have a good year, like I mentioned, 2026. Here's to 2026, guys. And two, I will still have another video coming towards you, I believe, soon. Yes, about my 2026 plans. Be on the lookout for that. But anyways, I hope you all have a good day, good night, morning, whatever time it is for you when this video reaches you. And until next time, I will see you very soon. The iconic line. Bye! All I need is you. Make me fly.